Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my podcast. And I'm saying that to myself and to you because it's been quite a while since I have recorded an episode. I thought I was going to be able to do it every week, and I will try to do it every week. And I am trying, but I really need an inspiration. I really need kind of a nudge and to have a willingness to do it. I cannot force myself to do it. So I just I was waiting for that and kind of gathering ideas and inspirations also for the theme, because even though I've got a lot of those, I need to be sure that this is something I want to talk about and be inspired. And also I'm also looking for signs, so if I have enough signs around me to talk about something, that's when I am sure that this is the right topic. And also I am just talking freely. I don't really have any notes, and like I said, it's every time I get inspiration or I get a sign, I try to just make sure I remember that, and if I have something to write it down, I would, but very often I just don't. So I am just trying to remember the signs and my experiences. And I think I thought today, as it's 1st of November, and some people have celebrated Halloween, and some people, like here in Poland, it's also a day for the people who have passed away. And what a lot of people in Poland is doing is visiting the graves and cemeteries. And my approach to that actually changed so much in comparison to the previous years. But I thought I was going to do an episode about realities, just because of that. Obviously, the time of the year, this time when the veil is really thin, bring kind of those realities very close together for some people. For me, those realities, they exist. They always exist. So anyone who has passed away, be it our family, our friends, anyone who was really close to us, or anyone really who we would like to remember and we would like to celebrate their experience, their life, anyone from our ancestor, they are always with us. And we think about them probably very often. So I don't feel like a special day for that. It's very important or makes any difference, because these spirits are with us and we can call upon them anytime we would like to. They don't really care about having an amazing grave or going there and making sure that the grave is clean. This is for us. This is all for us, and as a symbol, for us to go there. And some people, they are just maybe they see it as the easiest way to remember that this one time of the year. Maybe they just do it because it's a tradition. For me, going to cemetery, it just feels weird. It doesn't really feel that good. And especially I went to cemetery yesterday. I was actually so I was coming back from a friend of mine in Warsaw, and my parents picked me up. and it's quite a drive between my city and Warsaw. So they picked me up, and they never said that they were going to cemetery. So they ended up taking me there, like a kidnapping, really. But that's my parents' view. So we had to go there. I had to go there. They went there because they felt that this is their duty. They do lots of things because of that, and maybe this kind of imprisonment, or the way I was made to go. Maybe that's what made me angry. For a moment, I was really, really angry. I calmed myself down, and I tried to approach this visit with open eyes, and really, what's happening, it's happening, and it's probably happening for the reason. Maybe one of those reasons was for me to sit down today and to record this episode on different realities, and on this holiday and this remembering of the dead people. And a lot of graves had imprint of the name, obviously, of the person who was passed away, and how many years, human years, this person was living. So there was different, like 65, and some of them were 18. And I was trying to think, why is that important? Why is that so important for humans to have that on the grave? That we are so stuck in this 3D, in this life, that we cannot really, look past it. That we, it's obviously, it's sad in a way, but in the other way is so not relevant. This was a person who was living their life for as long as the life lasted. Why not put one amazing thing this person have done? And I know some people do put that, because I've seen some engraving of people that said loved traveling, or love their daughter, something like this. But that's not very common. The common thing was that to give the exact years that this person was living on earth, as this had any importance whatsoever to anything other than and I'm not really sure the history of that. The history is obviously very, very long, of this attention to graves, and our connection to living. But that's for people who are not awakened, for people who approach this holidays with a different frame of mind. I think this is something that is supposed to make them feel small, make them feel afraid of death, make them feel as everything is counted, everything is time, which in a way it is, but it's not about that. It's about us having this connection to this reality, of not being afraid of that, of seeing death as a continuum, of almost looking forward to it, but at the same time not being stuck there, and not coming to it as something that is so sad, and as we always did. So this is the reality that we should really incorporate in our day-to-day life, and live with this, with remembering our ancestors, our other spirits, and almost feeling them around us, and being able to maybe call them during our meditation. This is reality that is running parallel, or running with our life, together. That's how I see it, and it's just a beginning of journey for me as well. So obviously I don't always have all the answers, and it's not about always being sad and always being aware that those spirits are next to you. It's more of not separating those two words that much, and I'm also not the first person who talks about it. It's about celebrating the experiences and celebrating these shadows as well, and healing any pain that our ancestors might have had, recognizing this pain also, but not being stuck in it. This is one of the realities, and obviously because of this because of this holidays that we are having now, I thought it was definitely worth mentioning. The other reality is, I wanted to talk about this as well. What's happening with news and with the whole situation around pandemic. This obviously is split everyone also very much. It's a very, very visible split, and very visible split of the actual reality. And when I am here with my parents, I feel it to the deepest of my being that we live in a different reality realms. We live in a different realms, as if I was living in one world and they were living in totally different world. And this is scary sometimes. This is scary, and it's not confusing. It's just fascinating sometimes as well to look at them and see as if they were, to look at something that is so close but in the same time so far away. And this split is deepening, and is getting wider and wider almost with every week, every month. And there are different things that influence this split. The biggest influence that I can talk about is listening to the news. This is the news and the propaganda and the messages that they are being bombarded with day in and day out all the time. This is all they talk about. This is all they live with. This is all they I guess think about, because I don't really know what they think about. And this is the only and exact way they think. So that's I don't really watch news whatsoever. So every time I come here, I am really scared to the extent of that they listening to the news. So this is really, really scary, and how they being programmed, and how deeply it runs, and there is no way out of this. No matter what I say, no matter how I try to meander with the conversation, there is really no conversation. And I know that there's loads and loads of people like that who do listen to the news, and who kind of go with this propaganda, and this what makes these realities really split for us. I'm just trying to think now, beforehand, when there was no news as much, or maybe people didn't listen, there wasn't such a there was no impact as much. I am not really sure, but definitely since I in inverted commas have been awakened, I understand that, and I see that the news and watching news, listening to news of the mainstream media, how much it influences you, and how and the way you kind of think. no matter what political kind of party you are with, or what you think about pandemic and things, it just shapes you so much that you are not able to look past it. You are not able to behave other ways or think other ways, and the free will you are given is just being very much put on the side. And obviously, I don't know how it's gonna be in the next couple of years. I think the split is going to get bigger and bigger, and it's not going to be that we are going to live on two different earth planes. But the split of consciousness, this definitely has started, and the split of reality definitely has started. For me, I do try to be very understanding and be loving to everyone. And sometimes it's just hard because I am getting triggered, because I am getting attacked. And this triggers me. I need to be very aware of my boundaries, because even though these realities are so different to each other, there is some sort of probably a fight between them. There is some sort of trying to influence, and the mainstream media and everything that is trying to come to power and control is definitely trying to do that with a very, very big force. Even though there is a lot of leaders and a lot of people who talk about it, I think they all have their shadow side. And I, as a person who try to listen to different people, different spiritual people, and definitely not to mainstream media, I also have to be very discerning, and I have to kind of see, and I do see that there's a lot of people out there, the spiritual people, who also have their own reality, and yes, and that's what makes me have to be really, really careful. But maybe just the last word, as with everything, the same with realities, it's good to listen to your body and your feelings and how things make you feel. So all of a sudden, going to a cemetery just stopped feeling good for me. The same like going to church. I really regarded church as a spiritual place where I could go into some sort of meditation, which was kind of done by prayer. And I just stopped feeling this way. And the same with cemetery. I felt it as I saw it at cemetery. I saw it as a very nostalgic place where you just go and kind of think about people who passed away, and that obviously is 90% in relation to yourself, you know, how and where you are in relation to those people and what's going to happen to you. And it's not really that much about those people. It's just about passing time and death, really. And I recently read something about dying and how we die every day. We die every day, our cells die every day, our body dies every day. What doesn't die is our spirit, is the thing that is everlasting. So this doesn't die. The spirit, the I, not the ego, this never dies. And this way, when I start to look at this way, I hope my fear, which is really much less, I think, than it used to be, of dying, lessens even more. I think that's all. I can't think of anything else, or I can't remember anything else about reality. Oh no, there was one more thing. One more thing about reality is that you create your own reality, and the reality that you think you are in, you are in. So if you think very simply that you are someone who never had good luck, someone who, you know, struggles and things don't come easy to you, that's the life you are going to have, because this is energy. And if everything is energy, everything around, then one energy, the energy that you kind of emanate, attracts the other energy, the energy that you represent. So yes, so check in with yourself, check in how you think about you, check in what you think about the future. Not even the things that are happening to you or for you, really, I should say. Check in with yourself. How do you think about them? And why do you think they happened? Do they happen for you or do they happen to you? Are you a victim, or are you someone that is that has got the creation, the goddess ability? So this way you will be able to create your own reality. And even the simple first step of believing in that you are a creator of your own reality, and things that happen are very often a reflection of who you are. People that you meet are very often a mirror image of what you are, what you don't want to be, or what you are aiming to be. This is the reflection. This is your reality. Things that happen for you to help you overcome things, be it breakups or maybe some other experiences that are not really nice. Then after a couple of weeks, if you look at them again, you'd be able to see that they maybe pushed you to do something differently. And this is something else as well about doing things differently. If you keep doing things exactly the same way every day, you will obviously get the same results. So if you start to do things a different way, a completely different way, see what results this is going to bring you. Is that going to bring the same result, or is that going to bring different result? And it could be very small changes in the beginning, you know, smile to someone in the queue, in the, you know, waiting for the shop, or waiting in a shop, or anything. Talk to someone at work, or if you are maybe talking too much, maybe start listening more. You'll know best what these things are going to be, but please remember, we all create our own reality, and we can choose, if we are listening to the news, what approach and what feelings we have towards things that are happening around us. No one is going to tell us how to feel, and no one is going to make us feel something. So we can choose that. We can choose the way we react also to other people who are maybe, you know, not nice. It's just like a common example. You are creator of your own reality. I know it's very hard, and it's sometimes very hard for me, because if you are bombarded from things from the outside that you cannot control, you can ask yourself, how am I a creator if those things keep happening to me? But one of the very good things that I'm now trying to do is from the book of Joe Dispenza, Breaking a Habit of Being Yourself, is to try and feel how you would feel if you received what you are looking for so much. So for me, the thing now is, one of the things really is attracting a partner who would really support me and who would always have my back, and that I feel very safe around with. So what I am doing really, and it's very personal, is I am trying to get this feeling that he is really cuddling me and putting his jacket around me, and then I just feel the feeling of being really safe with him and of being really supported and really relaxed. And it's kind of getting a little bit easier and easier to be in this feeling, to feel it. And this is the energy we want to, for me, this is the energy I want to emit. And this is the energy that I hope, oh no, this is the energy I am emitting to really feel like this in reality. This is my reality. So thank you very much for listening today. I hope I wasn't blabbering so much, and I hope I just gave you a little bit of food for thought, and you maybe go around and research some more, or just think about it for 5 minutes and see how you feel about different things. But if I helped any of you to if I nudge you to think about different things, I'm really happy about that also. And yes, please reach out to me if you would like to, if you have any questions. Thank you so much, and speak to you next time. Bye bye.